This is the way you were as a 5 or 6-year-old. Adventuresome, very brave. You could hang upside down for hours without giving it a thought. You were spontaneous and energetic, an enthusiastic participant in everything you tried. But why are we showing you this self-portrait from your past? Why are we taking you back to the future? Because we think you have a lot to learn from the way you were as a child, about creativity, about problem solving, about a time when the only blocks you knew were used to build imaginary skyscrapers, not to inhibit your creativity or place limits on yourself. You lived in a world of imagination where you could do anything you willed to do. You could cook without power, or fill a kettle without water, or enjoy tea without the tea. You could drive a busload of friends on an outing to the seashore without leaving the sandbox, or fly to the moon without leaving the ground, or create a designer dress without any cloth. Yes, this is the you that was. Fun-loving, people-loving, involved, inventive, inquisitive.
What's on the other side of the sky? Where does the sun go at night? How does porcupines get quills in them? Why do cats have pink noses? How many apples makes 100 apples? Why do rhinoceros have horns? How come they call these fingers and this one a thumb? Why does grass grow? Why do cats have pointy ears?
Like some grown-ups do, you didn't worry that asking a question might make you seem dumb. You seemed to understand that questions lead to better questions. Answers lead to better answers. If you wanted to know something, you went for it.
If air doesn't have a color, why is the sky blue?
Wonderfully, the way you were, the sky didn't have to be blue. It could be whatever color you wanted it to be. To enjoy painting, you didn't need to believe you were as talented as Michelangelo. You thought the right way to do something was the way that felt right to you. You didn't even need a brush to paint. A marble would do. You created with all your senses. And since you had no idea what conformity was, you really liked being different. You hadn't bought into any stereotypes yet. Boys could enjoy flowers as much as girls. Girls could enjoy them because they're pretty and smell nice, not because it was a girl thing to do. Stereotypes were for T-shirts, not for you. You were too busy being naturally creative. You seemed to inherently understand that you developed creativity by creating, by trying something new, by learning from those who have gone before you, or by being the very first to create something unique. Innovation came naturally to you. You weren't saddled by preconceived notions or preconceived limits. Everything had a use and then another use. For you and all children knew that wonderful things could be created out of something else. Things worth sharing, things worth exploring, things where dreamers open doors, even though they aren't sure what's on the other side of those doors. Children are willing to risk a little of themselves in other ways, too. Ask any group of 5 or 6-year-olds who wants to be in Goldilocks, and they all do. I do was definitely in vogue. You didn't care if you were good or bad, you just enjoyed doing.
Ready for your porridge?
Letting your fertile mind do its thing.
Look at this. You get a nice condo for $10.
You had a great self-image. No one had convinced you yet that it wasn't okay to think you were something special. No one had loaded you down yet with the baggage of self-doubt or fear of failure. It felt natural to think of yourself highly, and you did.
All right, then why don't we go for a walk in the woods?
Ask a group of adults if they'd like to be in a play like this, and, well, can't you just hear the excuses pouring out? Me make a fool of myself? No way. I'm a lousy actor. Hey, I'm not into Goldilocks. Tell yourselves things like that long enough and you'll surely believe them. Instinctively, adults trip all over their inhibitions and live their lives as spectators. Instinctively, children sense that trying is what matters and live their lives as participants.
Someone has been eating my porridge. Someone's been sleeping in my bed.
Someone's been sleeping in my bed. Someone's been sleeping in my bed. There she is.
Healthily and happily, children this age congratulate themselves easily. They're not judgmental either about themselves or others. When they're dancing, everyone is Fred Astaire or Ginger Rogers. No one worries about who is best. Everyone is a free spirit. Everyone just cuts loose and goes for it.
There were 6 little ducks that I once knew.
This goes for their singing, too. Everyone is a chorus of one. No one chooses to opt out or hold back just because they're not Pavarotti or Sutherland. Everyone gives it a good old-fashioned whack, whack, whack.
Whack, whack, whack.
You were just as enthusiastic when you had the chance to learn something new. Challenges were exciting and fun and well worth applauding. You welcomed all new experiences and new friends. You weren't frightened of someone or something just because it was different than you. You were curious, yes. You had questions, yes.
And this guy out in the Antarctic or what?
But every new adventure was full of wonder for you. Like Torty, you preferred to stay out of your shell. Yes, this is the way you were. If this isn't the way you are, think about it. Think about returning to the you of yesterday. Laugh more. Play more. Experiment more. Question more. Force yourself to be more creative. Allow yourself to occasionally color outside the lines. Allow yourself to be proud of what you accomplish. Eagerly swing out of familiar molds. Liberate your imagination, your inhibitions, your energy, yourself. Be more like the way you were.